Few people expected Jesse Waters' personal life to be as crazy as it is. He is known for his sharp tongue and cocky attitude on air. The Fox News star's private life is full of dramatic turns that would fit right in with a prime-time drama. She has had a scandalous affair, a shocking wedding, and her family is growing. Behind the cocky smile is a story of trouble, forgiveness, and starting over at home. Let's find out who the real Jesse Waters is, the husband, father, and newsmaker. It was a big change in Fox News star Jesse Waters' personal life when he married Emma Digiovine in December 2019. It was the beginning of a new chapter. For the first few months of their romance, Emma worked as an associate producer on his Fox News show. At the time, Waters was still married to his first wife, which made people look closely at him after he told network bosses about his relationship with Emma. Still, they got through it, and their relationship quickly grew into a marriage that is now the center of Waters' family life. Emma has more skills than just being a TV director. She used to dance ballet. As a professionally trained performer, she worked hard and gracefully in the arts, traits that show in her role as a mother and stepmother. In Naples, Florida, in the winter, they had a beautiful wedding, surrounded by family and friends, and Jesse's twin girls from a previous marriage took part in the party. Since then, there are many more people living in the Waters home. By the beginning of 2025, Jesse and Emma had had their third child together, making their mixed family even bigger. Emma chose to step away from the attention rather than going back to working in the media, giving her full attention to raising their children and keeping the family close. Their home is a huge house in Bernardsville, New Jersey, a wealthy suburb known for its quiet streets lined with trees and old-fashioned charm. The house has wide lawns, elegant rooms, and cozy corners for everyday memories, so it has plenty of room for a growing family. It's here that Emma does best as the head of the family. They often post pictures of their happy daily lives on social media. Her Instagram stories are usually full of positive things like sunny backyard picnics, arts and crafts projects, bedtime reading sessions, and her brother's fun activities. These posts paint a picture of a warm and peaceful home. Emma has more than just a performative part in the Waters family. Jesse has said in public that she is the real star of the family. He handles his daily duties on TV by hosting Jesse Waters Primetime and appearing on The Five a lot. He says Emma keeps everything running smoothly. During interviews and addresses, he often talks about how her organizational skills, caring presence, and unwavering support allow him to do his job at a high level. As a mixed family, they have their own set of rhythms. Ellie and Sophie, Jesse's twin girls from his first marriage, are often seen in family photos. Emma seems to have accepted her role as Grace's stepmother, building a loving relationship with the girls and making sure that all of the kids feel like they are part of a single, strong family. Emma is like a caring mother figure, balancing love, rules, and structure, whether she's at a school event, on a family trip, or just having a quiet dinner at home. Emma is different because she is flexible and cares deeply about being a good mom. Friends of the couple have said that she is involved and quietly strong. Help with school projects for kids from someone who keeps the family calendar up to date, and still has time to keep their home warm and welcoming. Because ballet teaches you to be precise, graceful, and disciplined, it seems like she will easily be a good mother. Emma keeps her public life pretty low-key, but her online life shows that she values family, faith, and being thankful. She sends birthday greetings, anniversary notes, and holiday news. Often come with touching comments. These pictures not only show how close the family is, but they also give fans a softer, more personal look at the often argumentative talk show host. It's clear that Emma is Jesse's center behind the scenes. In a world where the media demands strong views and constant energy, life at home in Bernardsville is a welcome break. According to people who know the pair well, Emma runs the home, even though Jesse may be the star on screen. One of the most important decisions the couple has made is that she put her career goals on hold to raise their growing family. Today's culture is focused on the spotlight, and famous people often share too much about their personal lives or stage manage them. The Waters family gives something more grounded. The news is mostly about how controversial Jessie is on Fox News, but the real story is happening in a home in New Jersey where a former ballet dancer who is now a full-time mom is managing the small wins of family life. Sophie and Ellie Waters were born to a Fox News host. Sophie and Ellie Waters, who are the children of Jesse Waters and his first wife, Noelle Inguajito, have spent a lot of their young lives in the spotlight of their father's rising fame on TV and the personal changes that came with it. The twins are now hitting their teenage years and will be 13 to 14 years old in 2025. They are growing up in a unique setting because they live in two homes and have two different parenting styles. Their public family relationship has also changed a lot in the last few years. The girls were born in 2010, just 2 years after Jesse and Noelle got married. Even though Jesse's job at Fox News was getting more and more public, the kids seemed to have a pretty normal family life for most of their early childhood. Things took a dramatic turn in early 2018 when it was revealed that Jesse had been having an affair with Emma Digivine, a young associate director at Fox. Because of the scandal, Noelle filed for divorce, and in early 2019, she got main custody of the kids. The break was an important moment, not only for Jesse's personal life, but also for the two girls, who all of a sudden became part of a blended family with new members and changing habits. Jesse has stayed involved in his daughter's life, even though they are no longer together because of the split. He has talked about being a parent in interviews and on-air moments, and he has often talked about how different his kids are from each other with a mix of pride and amusement. People who know Jessie and her family say that Sophie is usually the quieter, more thoughtful, and shy one. People say she is thoughtful and aware, that she listens more than she talks, and that she takes her time to understand the world. On the other hand, Ellie is the daughter who is most often thought to have inherited her father's energy and charm. She is said to be friendly and quick-witted, and she doesn't mind being the center of attention, something that Jesse has personally confirmed with love. He said that Ellie has that spark, and that her sense of humor, timing, and ease in social situations are a lot like his own from when he was young. Friends and family of the family have said that the twins are close, but their different personalities make their bond stronger. Sophie and Ellie have slowly gotten used to living with Jesse and Emma Digivine since they got married in 2019. The twins spend time at Jesse and Emma's house in Bernardsville, New Jersey, even though they live with their mother most of the time. This is especially true during holidays, family events, and long weekends. One important event that both girls were at was the baptism of their younger half-sister Gigi in August 2023. Emma posted pictures of her family on social media that showed happy times together. Sophie and Ellie were at the party with their younger siblings. These get-togethers show how hard both Jesse and Emma worked to make the family setting stronger. Emma, who is now a mother of 3, is said to have a polite, caring relationship with her stepdaughters. People who know the family say that the relationship is friendly and loving, and that Emma is careful not to get in the way, but instead offers advice and comfort when asked. She seems to connect with Sophie, who has a calmer personality because of her past in dance and discipline. Ellie's lively nature, on the other hand, thrives in the Waters family's busier routines, where there are now 3 younger siblings under the age of 5. Even though the girls aren't famous, their lives are affected by the fact that their dad is in the news all the time. Jesse has talked about them on air a few times, but always with a layer of protective caution. He has made it clear that his daughter's privacy is very important, even though his job is public. Because of this, the world doesn't get to see much of the twins' lives, which is a choice that both parents agree with. Sophie and Ellie are at a turning point in their lives now that they are in middle school and getting ready for high school. They are juggling schoolwork, leisure activities, and being teenagers while living in 2 different homes. One is more traditional and media-shy with their mother Noelle, and the other is more out in the open with Jesse and Emma's busy home with many kids. This act of balancing is a reflection of the fact that many families today are changed by divorce and remarriage. As Jesse Waters moves up in Fox News and takes on more responsibilities, like hosting Jesse Waters' primetime show and co-hosting The Five, his job as a father to Sophie and Ellie stays very close to his heart. His public life is important to him, but his girls are still the most important thing in his life. On their journey, Sophie and Ellie have been through changes in their families and personal growth, but they both seem to be handling it all with strength, in their own special way. This is Jesse Bailey Waters, Jr. Jesse Waters. Waters Jr. was born a little more than a year after his parents, Jesse Waters and Emma Digivine, got married in December 2019. Jesse Jr., who weighed 7 pounds and 3 ounces when he was born, quickly became the center of a family that was growing quickly. When he was born, it was a fresh start for both Jesse and Emma as a married pair and as new parents who had to deal with the pros and cons of raising a child in public. Family and friends often say that Jesse Jr. is smart, outspoken, and full of charm, even though he is only 2 years old. From the time he was a baby, his parents, older half-sisters Sophie and Ellie, and now 2 younger siblings have loved him. He is both a big brother and a little brother in a busy mixed family. But what really sets Jesse Jr. apart is his larger-than-life attitude. On Fox News and in public appearances, Jesse Sr. often talks about his namesake in funny ways, giving a clear picture of a child who is already full of ideas and personality. He laughs a lot about how Junior runs the house like it's his own show. A line that jokes about how brave the boy is and how he always manages to get people's attention. People say that Jesse Jr. has the same natural charisma and on-camera magnetism that made his father famous, whether he's setting the tone for dinner talks or running playtime like a mini-executive producer. The house where the family lives in Bernardsville, NJ, is a beautiful place where Jesse Jr. spent his childhood. His personal playground is the large farm that is surrounded by nature and has lots of room for little kids to run and play. Emma quit her job in the media after having a child, and she often shares sweet views of Junior's daily life, scenes with lots of laughs, art projects, toy trucks, and adventures in the garden. In these honest times, you can see how warm, curious, and full of energy your childhood was. Emma, who used to be a ballet dancer and is now a strict parent, has said that Jesse Jr. is always asking questions and having funny opinions. She told stories about how he pretended to go to work like his dad by using a fake briefcase and toy microphone to look like Jesse Sr. This made the family laugh. It's clear that the little boy has not only gotten his dad's name, but also his charisma. Jesse Jr. is usually the star of the few family photos and videos that are posted online. He could be blowing out birthday candles, climbing into his dad's chair during a segment practice, or acting silly in a superhero costume. Family friends of the Waters say he brings a lot of energy to the house and is naturally funny. That makes everyone alert. However, Jesse Jr. is growing up in a home that values family values and security, even though his father is busy with TV production and media duties. Jesse Sr. has been very proud of how he manages to balance his busy schedule in prime time with spending valuable time with his family. He often comes home from work to a toddler laughing and a chaotic bedtime. He said that reading to Junior before bed is one of his favorite things to do during the day. This helps him calm down in the fast-paced world of TV news. As Jesse and Emma's first child together, Jesse Jr. was also very important in bringing their family back together after Jesse's split. With his birth, Emma's part in the Waters family became even more solidified as she took on the roles of new mother and stepmother, with kindness and grace. Sophie and Ellie, 2 older half-sisters, see Jesse Jr. as a new kind of sibling link. They go from being the little ones to being the big ones and watching out for their younger brother. Jesse Jr. is already showing signs of being a child who learns easily and gets along with others, even though he is only in preschool. His teachers say he is talkative, energetic, and quick, to make friends and often lead games and stories with other kids. Every day, Jesse and Emma make sure that their son gets a lot of playtime and structured routines to make sure that he gets the most out of both academic stimulation and carefree fun. It's still too early to tell what this energetic young boy will do in the future, but Jesse Waters Jr. has a special mix of confidence, charm, and curiosity that comes from his parents. Whether he follows in his father's ways or goes his own way, he is still the center of happiness in the Waters family, making everyone laugh, get into trouble, and love each other endlessly. Post Waters and Georgina Gigi. When it comes to children, Gigi Waters is the youngest of Fox News host Jesse Waters and his wife Emma Digivine's 4 children. As the couple's second child together, her birth was another happy event in their life in Bernardsville, New Jersey. She brought a lot of new energy to a home that was already very active. By 2025, when she is almost 2 years old, Gigi has made a name for herself as a brave, mischievous, and lively child. She is the kind of child whose personality makes an impression even when they are very young. They loved and cared for Gigi from the moment she was born. They also took care of her older brother Jesse Jr. and her 2 teenage half-sisters, Sophie and Ellie. As the youngest member of the Waters family, she was accepted not only as a baby, but also as a bright sign of how the family had changed over the years, a link between generations, and a reminder of the new starts that came after Jesse's second marriage to Emma. Her birth was celebrated in private, and the world only knew a few specifics. But Gigi's baptism in August 2023, a few months later, was a big event in Jesse and Emma's family life. The wedding, which took place at a church in New Jersey, was small and warm. It had soft colors, white roses, and other sweet religious details. Gigi wore a pretty christening gown. Emma posted pictures and videos from the event on social media. One of the photos showed Gigi, Jesse Jr., Sophie, and Ellie all together, which is a rare sight of the whole full Waters family. There was a subtle message of unity in that moment, as old and new brothers born at different times in Jesse's life came together. As a child, Gigi's family has come to know her for her fiery personality and strong will. She is lovingly called a little firecracker by Jesse, which seems like the perfect name for her. He said in interviews and casual on-air stories that Gigi, despite being small, already runs the show with her attitude, independence, and a bit of rebellion that makes her parents both happy and frustrated. He's even joked that she might end up leading her own show because of how good she is at acting and how easily she gets what she wants. As part of her Instagram account, Emma posts pictures of Gigi's daily life. The pictures are often funny, sweet, and full of the cute chaos that comes with being a toddler. Gigi always seems to be up to no good, whether she's trying to get into her brother's toy truck or being bossy with the family dog. She has a strong personality that was clear before she turned 2. This has made her a bit of a show stealer in the Waters home. Gigi seems much more confident than her years, whether it's through her animated facial expressions, her insistence on doing things by herself, or her infectious laughs. Gigi doesn't want to blend in even though she is the youngest. People know her for running after her bigger brother Jesse Jr. in the yard, ready to join whatever game he's made up, and for bossing him around with toddler nonsense that always works. For his part, Jesse Jr. has taken on the role of her bigger brother with a mix of protectiveness and funny irritation. They make a lively pair, full of giggles, small mischief, and loud statements of toddler independence. Emma has worked hard as a mother of 3 to make her home a safe and fun place, where each child's unique personality is welcomed and supported. For Gigi, that has meant finding a fine line between order and freedom. Emma helps Gigi get into routines, good habits, and quiet time. She also gives her the freedom to show how independent she feels by letting her choose her own clothes and helping her in the kitchen with a spoon that is twice her size. As a proud father, Jesse has said that Gigi's strong will makes him happy and a little scared. He seems to be suggesting that she might be the most like him in terms of personality. But while his son Jesse Jr. has his charm and comic timing, Gigi might have the confidence and assertiveness that Jesse has built up over the years at Fox News. Jesse thinks that Gigi's leadership skills are already showing, sometimes through her stubborn temper tantrums and other times through her charming, brave smile. It's possible that these traits are a result of her upbringing or her environment. Gigi is still learning about the world even though she is only 2 years old. She is, without a doubt, doing it her own way. That being said, she's not the quietest member of the Waters family, even though she is the youngest. She's the spark plug in a house full of competing energies, making sure that she can't be ignored, even though there's a Fox News anchor, a former ballerina, and a bunch of brothers. What do you think about Jesse Waters and his family on Fox News in 2025? Please tell us what you think in the box below. We hope this video was helpful for you. Kindly click like, share, and subscribe if you enjoy the video. Glad you watched, and see you in the next film. Thank you.